Anyway. Any voters in the chat? Video Game Awards. Time to vote. You can go here with https://thegameawards.com/nominees for Game of the Year. You can log in with your Twitch. Not sponsored, by the way. You can also log in with other things, I guess. But what do we got? Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We have Alan Wake 2, a game I have not played, but people say is good. Baldur's Gate 3, which is the clear winner. It's just the winner. And then Normie Man 2, the comic Normie. So this is all the normal people vote for this. You know, your normal humans. They fucking love Spider-Man games. Copium Evil 4 re-release. Copecom, Resident Sleeper, etc. I don't know. A lot of people really like the Resident Evil series. I don't know what they see in it. So, maybe it's just not for me, you know? Even the remade ones. Kind of like, I don't get why people like them. I actually don't get it. Mario 1 million. I'm sure it's good. It always is. Zelda 2. This one was very like the last one. And not in like a good way. So I think Legend of Zelda is like one of the most overrated series ever. No, that's not true. No, that can't be true. But it is, to me, it's pretty overrated. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, easy. Baldur's Gate sweep, in fact. Dude, they released a game and it's complete. They don't want you to pay for it again 30 times every month, seasonal. Just got a shitload of fucking content in it. Real effort was spent to make this game and everyone seemed to, it's one of those games where there's so many little details, thousands of pages of writing and little dialogue stuff, and they give you a spell talk to animals. You can talk to literally every animal on the planet, and many of them have quests. Like they expected you to just try shit, and then they put that stuff into the game, the writing, even a little multiplayer stuff like Neverwinter Nights, although not as expansive as that. Sometimes you can tell when everybody who was involved in making the game really believed in it. And that's very rare. It's becoming more rare. I thought it was gone. And then Baldur's Gate. BG3 easily. Or There's No Justice in the World, etc., etc. What do I think it will be? I don't know. Probably. I think it really is going to be Baldur's Gate 3. The normal people might push Spider-Man 2, but I think that's, as far as like best game, I'm thinking like Baldur's Gate 3 if we're objective about anything, and Spider-Man if it's pure popularity. Because there's more normal people in the world than there are like nerds. And Baldur's Gate 3 is for only nerds, which is why it's so good. Oh yeah, D&D fans, true, yeah, all that. Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Okay. If I played Alan Wake 2 and knew anything about it, I suspect that this one might deserve this. Remedy, I don't know, these guys like doing some weird game direction. Let's experiment with video game interacty kind of stuff, right? That's actually, you know, that's something. This other stuff, creative vision and innovation for for the Zelda game that's exactly like the last Zelda game, and the Mario game that's exactly like the last Mario game, and the Spider-Man game. Yeah, no. It's between these two. I'm only voting BG3 because I haven't played 2, even though I suspect this one could be a good candidate. So I'm robbing it for the BG sweep. For outstanding storytelling and narrative developments in a game. Spider-Man. Final Fantasy 16, no, actually quite disappointing. As far as storytelling and narrative development, honestly, disappointed in FF16. And I played 15. So, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, outstanding storytelling and narrative developments, truly, yeah. Dude, the acting is actually so fucking good in Phantom Liberty. Stellar storytelling and narrative. A clear step up from the original. It's really that bad? No, I wouldn't call 16 bad. But if we're talking about outstanding storytelling and narrative development, I don't think it's got a leg to stand on. This doesn't mean it's a bad game, and it doesn't mean it's not a fun game. It's a giant set piece to action set piece to action set piece. Beat 'em up kind of spectacle carnival ride. Almost not even really an RPG anymore. But it's like spectacular if you're playing through it. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, the storytelling was really good, and the narrative developments were pretty good. The plot was pretty good. You wrote 1 million characters and created a world and populated it, and it felt real. I talked to a fucking cat, and it gave me a quest. Pretty sure you can fuck a bear in this game. And that's a bad idea to put in your game, and they did it anyway. Because fuck the system, I guess. I don't know. Also, Baldur's Gate 3 is like 700,000 pages of just so much story. I guess quantity of story shouldn't matter too much. Also, it's a single player Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate style isometric RPG. And I beat the game, and I played it again. And it's a single-player story game. I played it 2 times, and I got a wildly different perspective, and party members, and plot points in the second playthrough. In a custom game mode that they made so that things were different. And the main plot even kind of took a back seat to what you were doing in the second playthrough. Like, that's rare. Usually you play through Persona for 200 hours, you don't immediately play through Persona again, right? And big RPGs like that. And this one was different. I actually did, and it was sick. So that's got to say something. And then Alan Wake, I'm sure, is very good. I haven't played it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure it's outstanding. Because that's like the whole point of Alan Wake. That's why Alan Wake 1 was like a cult classic in a way, or a cult hit, I guess. I'm actually really torn here. Because Phantom Liberty was amazing acting, polished, like, cinematic experience. What's his name? The dude who wanted to be a diver, the actor. He was in Pacific Rim as Bastion Carthelos. What was the actor's name that they had in... Idris Elba, yeah, he's in Phantom Liberty. And he's, like, so good, actually. Great. Yeah, Stack or Pentecost, exactly. Phantom Liberty feels like you had infinite money, and you made a polished, well-written, very well-acted exciting, interesting, cinematic experience by like a huge movie studio. It felt God of Warsian, you know, where you have like actors and you're almost watching a movie. And then Baldur's Gate felt like they had no money, but they had infinite time. And like 17 writers just writing forever and populating a whole world of stuff that you can go and explore. This one, you're on rails a little bit. This one, do whatever the fuck you want, and we will write stuff that lets you do like anything. So man, these are just they're like the pure opposites. It's a railroaded movie experience that's wonderful. And then the world is your oyster, you can do anything, and we filled it with just a whole bunch of shit, and some of it's jank, but that's funny. Damn, I just don't know which one to pick for best narrative. Also, Phantom Liberty's ending was excellent. And it featured an ending that, and I won't spoil it, but everyone online is like, this is the saddest ending ever. It's the worst ending, and those people are wrong. It's actually the best. It's not supposed to have a happy ending. Okay, cyberpunk is more than just an aesthetic, although usually it isn't. Let's be honest. It's kind of like noir. Not supposed to have a good end. Anyway, did you play more than one of the ends? Because every end was incredible in its own way. In Phantom Liberty, yes. Yeah, I played every ending. No spoilers, but playing Dark Urge changes the campaign and adds like 30% more content. Yeah, and different content. That's what I did. My second playthrough was Dark Urge. And I felt that the Illithid plot almost took a back seat to the Dark Urge plot at times. Which was cool. It's like meant as a New Game Plus thing to just give you extra shit. Who goes into a cyberpunk game and thinks the ending won't be sad? I don't know. People who like Spider-Man, I don't know. They're new. They must be new here. Normies. Look, we all know Baldur's Gate is gonna win this one. Because sweep, right? Alright. Pain me to do it, but there was no good answer. And so I'll go for the one that felt more complete. You know what really killed it for Baldur's Gate 3? So close. And we were just talking about endings, and that's what made me make this decision. Cyberpunk's endings are great. Baldur's Gate 3 endings, not great. Endings are kind of like, you know, a little mid. Baldur's Gate endings, a little mid. I don't mind a mid ending. Every Stephen King book has a mid ending. Still love the Wizard in Glass. Still love the Gunslinger, you know. What's in an ending after all? Now you have the horn, right? So it's not terrifically important, but if everything else is tied, what are you gonna do? Anyway, best art direction. How is Zelda a carbon copy of the last Zelda and Super Mario Brothers? How do art direction for Mario? I mean, somebody had to design all that, I guess, but these are video games. You can find infinite best art direction games better than all of these. But I guess it's only popular games that get up here. I don't know why Armored Core 6 isn't on this list. Like, get this Zelda Mario trash out of here. Armored Core 6 had better art direction than all of these. Keeping in mind I haven't played Alan Wake. Then again, Americans hate mecha. No respect for the mecha genre. Anyway, I guess. thought the art direction was wonderful in AC6. Robbed, actually. Wildly different art styles, I guess. Hi-Fi Rush was fun. It's got a cel-shaded, cartoony kind of look to it, you know, harkens back to Saturday Morning a little bit. Very classically cartoony. That's fun. Liza P had... I don't know, man. Liza P had some cool, like... Victorian kind of stuff, but it's no, like... It's no Bloodborne or anything. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it to Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, I think I am. Again, I don't know where Alan Wake goes to, so I'm kind of screwing him over and over, the poor guy. I guess I'm sleeping on Alan Wake. Anyway, Hi-Fi Rush takes it for me. Armored Sweep, yeah. Best score and music. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Oh, so it's pay to win, is it? Alright. Look, there was a point in time in Baldur's Gate 3 when I was fighting a demon, or a devil boss fight against a character that was deliciously evil and well acted the whole time. And during his boss fight, his boss music starts, and he is singing his own boss music and telling you how you're going to lose as boss music to his own fight, like a Disney villain with backup singers. It's Baldur's Gate. Sorry, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, you've been slipping on the music front. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. 5 games I haven't played. I'm gonna take it to chat on this one. What's the best sound design? Any game players? Yeah, he also has 666 health, you are right. RE4 by a mile, give this one to Alan. RE4, probably Dead Space or RE4, Dad Space. You liked Dad Space. A lot of, man, RE4 came out at first, but now I'm getting more Dead Space votes. RE4 sound makes a silly game scary. That's a good statement. Gotta be Dead Space. Actually, everything here is a sequel or remake, but Hi-Fi Rush, yes. You don't remember anyone talking about Dead Space? Is it cheating to say Hi-Fi Rush because the music, the in-game audio, is the gameplay? Is that cheating? Because then, like, a rhythm game wins against anyone else always, right? And maybe that's not fair. We'll consider it a plus, I guess. Dead Space would win if it weren't for gender-neutral bathrooms. What? It's the future. What do you mean? In the future, they just have 3 seashells. It works for both. No monster women, bad game. True, actually. Alright, well, after listening to only chat, deciding in the worst way, I'm gonna give it to Dad Space. But second place, a clear second place is all the rest of them, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting. Idris Elba. He shit on everyone. Wait, hold on. Final Fantasy, no. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, who? Melanie LaHoo, Neil Human, and Yuri Lowenthal. Wait, is this Asterion, actually? Damn, Asterion was fun. Well acted, well written, delivered the lines he spiced them up, you could tell. Sometimes an actor reads lines, sometimes they add their own twist to it, and it's perfect. And he did that. He was fun. I'm thinking right now of his, not necessarily his like really emotional lines, but the fun ones. Like when he's in the party after you win in the Grove. And he's like, I've never felt like a hero before. Everybody is thanking us and giving us stuff, and they're so happy. I hate it. I don't know, it's so good. He was very good. But there's a reason I voted best narrative for Cyberpunk, and Idris. The fucking gravitas and the sadness of this man, this tragic character strung along by everyone, who has to be the dad character who sacrifices everything about himself to help people who don't give a shit about him. Yeah, this character is so good. Voice acted very well. It feels like cheating to give a legitimate movie star actor the best voice acting, because a lot of times in a cartoon or an animated feature or a video game, they hire actor man that you've heard of that doesn't really do voice acting, and they show up and they don't do a good job. They're just there to sell the thing because their name's attached to it, but they're like clearly not a voice actor. That happens a lot, in my opinion. Idris Elba rolled in and just shit on everyone, like so good, actually. Didn't do the actor man you've heard of trying to voice act and not really doing very well with it, which is very common, I think. Speaking of get ready for Chris Pratt Garfield, yeah. A number of these people are actors, yeah, true. Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Is that a fat joke? Well, let's see. Accessibility options. I'm going to be real honest here, and it's not because of Broly legs, but modern control scheme, humongous for SF6, and it's like balanced too. I don't know what Mortal Kombat has done. I don't know what Spoderman has done. I think Diablo 4 has like a colorblind mode. They have a mode where it talks to you if you can't see or some shit. I don't know. MK1's narrated fatalities will win it for the award. Oh, they narrated fatal. Okay. That's not accessibility. That's a fucking gimmick. I mean, it's funny, but I hope that's not the reason they're here. For an actual joke. You have some AI voice, and then the scorpion rips off the person's head and then throws it into the air, and then there is a Major League Baseball song, and then he hits it, and then everyone claps. Would you like to repeat the dialogue? Always on tilt, thanks for the Prime. For 4 months. Appreciate it. That's exactly how they go. Go for a Godfried voice pack win, dude. I'm gonna say Street Fighter 6. It won't win. But I'm gonna vote for it. You say that as a joke, but that's Jax's fatality in MK11. I don't even know if you're putting me on. I'm gonna assume that you're not, and that really is. Crunch culture. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Where's Cyberpunk? Its endings were very thought-provoking, with pro-social messages. The fuck? Games for patting ourselves on the back for even showing them to you. Choose between 6 literal who's. Here's our quota. I wish they would take stuff like this even remotely seriously, but okay. I haven't played any of these. I've never heard of any of these. Just like everyone else. I'm gonna pick the one with the least characters on the screen. I'm gonna choose the 2 deer. I chose the one with no humans in it. Good work. Indie games where it's a depression for metaphor. It's a metaphor for depression. Yeah. It is kind of ironic, too, that it's called Games for Impact, and yet they had so little impact that no one has heard of any of them. I say this as a streamer with 80 viewers, so, I mean, fucking shots fired and hit myself, but look, I'm still right. Best Ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Final Fantasy has literally gotten worse over time, so you're out. Fort Nut is trash. Bank account impact for suckers. They did a great job, though. People are still paying them a whole bunch of money for no reason, apparently. Apex Legends. Apex Legends. Hey, is this the first-person shooting game that's exciting to watch, unlike the ones that aren't exciting to watch? But even then, kind of not worth it. Where you're moving around and you're sliding. Sometimes you have teleports. I don't know. No, it's not the. No, that's Apex. Okay, you're like everybody's kind of a robot. Maybe I am thinking of Titanfall. Can you explain why 27 is here with the live service games? Because it's good, unlike all the... What do you mean? Final Fantasy is not a live service game, right? Ongoing apparently means... What, IP, I guess? I don't know. Can you explain why 27D7 is here with the live service? Yes, I can. Actually, without memeing, yes, I can. You see, Cyberpunk came out, and it was unfinished. And on consoles, it was virtually unplayable. And then, they spent the next 4 years fixing it for free. And then it was great. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. And then, they released a huge content patch that had extra stuff in it that actually changed the game a lot in good ways. And then, they came out with an expansion pack. And so... I consider that ongoing. You're like continuously doing stuff, putting out content, and here's a expansion pack. I think that's all right. It's No Man's Sky with like 14 giant content patches for free. Let's not go crazy, but it is kind of a success story over time. No Man's Sky should be on here. Literally, it should, and it would win. That's the thing. If No Man's Sky was here, it would just win. And it would just win every year for the past 10 years and apparently the next 10 years. How does No Man's Sky keep making money? Because the game's good. And when you buy the game, you're, at this point, historically speaking, you're buying into getting free content updates once or twice a year forever that add shit to the game and that are all free. And so it's good value, actually. You buy No Man's Sky for $30 or something, that you get 10 years worth of giant content patches, the biggest game ever. And then 6 months later, they're like, here, have a new pirate way to play. Oh, now you can do dungeons. We added dungeons to the game for free. Here you go, Derelict Freighters. Anyway, I don't know why Final Fantasy 15 is here, but perhaps they've had a bunch of content updates and stuff like that. If Cyberpunk counts as ongoing, and I guess it does, I'll vote that because it's amazing. Best community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media inclusive of, so you are including social media activity? Well, now everybody loses. Now you don't want that. And game updates and patches. No Man's Sky wins. Hey, Baldur's Gate. Every word I read here was a Baldur's Gate win. Outstanding community support, transparency, responsiveness, social media inclusivity. Baldur's Gate wins hands down. Cyberpunk 2077, distant second place. And then, oh look, it's No Man's Sky. You win. Best independent game. I've heard of Dave the Diver. Dredge is where you mill instead of draw a card. I like that mechanic. Can I skip? I don't know any of these. Alright, what do you say, chat? What do you say? I like Dave the Diver. Look at the big old thumbs up. He's looking good. I have no frame of reference here. I think I saw a viewfinder. I think I saw like an advertisement for this game, but I don't know anything about it. Cocoon has a bug. I don't like bugs. Dave the Diver and Dredge are both fantastic. Dave the Diver is funded by Tencent. Oh, so we're getting the movie thing. You know, it would have to have happened to video games eventually, because this happened in movies too. Independent. Yeah. Okay. Oh, your independent film with a $7 million budget. Fuck off. Anyway, Mint Rocket. Let's look it up. Nexon owns Mint Rocket. It is a subsidiary of Nexon. And they made Dave the Diver. Alright, who owns Nexon? Nexon was founded in Seoul, South Korea in '94 by Kim Jung-ju and Jake Song. 2005, they moved its headquarters to Tokyo, Japan. The company's largest shareholder is the investment firm NXC, also founded by Jung-ju. Alright. Who owns NXC? Apparently just that guy. Yeah, it seems to be it's Nexon, not Tencent. But is Nexon mammoth, like humongo billion-dollar thing? Okay, I don't consider that independent. Independent means you don't have billions of dollars. So even by all accounts, this game is good, but as a protest, I will not vote for it because of independent. What about Dredge? Now I gotta look up every company that made these for the independent purity Olympics. Okay, Black Salt Games Who owns it? This one's a little... Right, about. There's a collaboration between 3 game developers and blah 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 in New Zealand. Some guy drinking coffee, all the pictures are in black and white. Is this real? Dude, this might be a real independent studio. Hold on. What about Team 17? Debbie Bestwick is the CEO. Lloyd's Development Capital. If it's New Zealand, it's probably indie. I'm gonna say Dredge. Sorry, Dave the Diver. You're probably cool, but you have $1 billion. You're not independent. Best debut indie game. Debut, more like debut. I guess Dredge again, right? Pizza Tower? Everyone wants Pizza Tower. I don't know anything about Pizza Tower. It kinda, you know, this art here reminds me a little bit of, what's his name? Smalls. The Home Movies guy. So I'm voting for it purely for that, and I don't care about any of these. So yeah, Brendan Smalls. Next. Best mobile game. That is an oxymoron. If it's on a phone, it's not good. What do you mean? Best mobile game. Where's the vote to murder everyone in an office building that, like, suggests they make a mobile game for any reason? Or just, like, stop them from doing it, maybe. I don't know. Next. There's no such thing. Best VR AR. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. The fucking step on me fucking VR. Oh, I didn't see that until I just looked at it. Now I'm... Why would you play that game as... Oh. Don't you own a phone, Heywoah? I do, yes. I own a car, too. I don't know. I own a lot of stuff. I own a lot of devices upon which video games are trash, right? Yeah, you can put a video game on a toilet. You could put a video game on a car, right? Like, but that would suck. Same thing with phones. Are we doing Resident Evil for the virtual step on me? Is this happening? We got Fast Car Go Fast. Horizon, boring, humanity. I don't know what this. This actually looks like Lemmings or Pikmin. Synapse. None of these are Beat Saber, which is the actual best VR game. So step on me, mommy VR. All right, easy choice. Best action. Finally, Armored Core 6. Jesus. Finally, Armored Core 6. Almost snubbed. It should have been art direction. Dead Island 2. Trash. Ghost Runner 2. Haven't played it. Hi-Fi Rush. Very good. Not an action game. I guess it's halfway between an action game and a rhythm game. So I suppose either one is fine. Remnant 2. No, yeah. Armored Core probably shits on these, although I haven't heard anything about this. And this image here is tantalizing. It's interesting. What could be going on here? This game might have an art style. Ooh. Still. AC. No snub. Don't snub the ACs. Best action adventure. Hey, Alan Wake. Sorry. Spider-Man is gonna fucking web... He's gonna... Let's just put it this way. Spider-Man is going to win this category, and nothing I or you do or say about it will have any change. I mean, maybe The Legend of Zelda, but... No. Normies fucking love Zelda, but I think they like Spider-Man more. I'm gonna vote for Alan Wake because I haven't voted for it yet, and I feel like it deserves it. Next. Best RPG. Starfield, huh? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't even think it belongs in this category. And this is the least RPG a Final Fantasy game mainline has ever been. It's one of my biggest criticisms of it. Damn, I would like argue that it doesn't even belong in the RPG category. Liza P is a Souls-like. It's not an RPG. I don't know what Sea of Star is. Baldur's Gate is the only actual role-playing game on this list. Get shit on. Starfield. Everything else is like action adventure. Maybe Sea of Stars is an RPG, I guess. Heywoah, Resident Evil 4 murders every other game there. Perhaps. I'm just not like, not a big fan of Resident Evil. Or I shouldn't even say that I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil. I don't get what people like about it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Best fighting. Oh, I'm so sad, because Street Fighter 6 deserves this. Dude, after 5, and then they come out with 6, and prove everybody wrong, and make up for all that and it's so good. And Mortal Kombat is just gonna win. It's the Spider-Man of this. It's the Spider-Man of these choices. Normies fucking love Mortal Kombat. Because they remember it from their childhood. And I'm sad. So, Mortal Kombat will win for sure. But Street Fighter deserves it. I suppose I'll be happy as long as Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 does not win. As long as that loses, I guess I'm fine with it. But yeah, it's clearly Street Fighter 6. What the fuck is God of Rock? No idea. Best Family. Oh, Piku Man. Can I talk about party animals for a moment? This game is a disease. It is a scourge. And it spreads like a disease as well. I watch a lot of streamers when I'm working on the main screen, and like a billowing sea, like a tidal wave of rats, it washed over every streamer that I like to watch and forced them to play this unbelievably stupid, boring ass game. This is the worst game to watch I've ever seen. It's like, it's equal parts shallow, frustrating. It's frustrating to watch. I hate this game. And the content that it produces when streamers are playing it is hella boring. And it's just 5 people yelling in a Discord call. I hate party animals as no man ever has. Just like Darwin hated barnacles. It's like fucking flopping around, bad control scheme on purpose, party game where no one's supposed to be able to do anything. I hate it. Anyway. Hey, Disney Island, these are fun. Look at how fun this is. I didn't think Disney still had it in them. Look at how funny these are. These are wonderful little drawings. great expressions. And the big hands and stuff. This is like it's like 33% of real old school Hanna-Barbera when it was good got injected into Disney and made these little characters. How fun. I love this. What a great style. That's fun. I don't know anything about this game, but good style. I mean, Mario probably, right? It's just Mario. As much as I shit on Nintendo, and as much as I say like, oh, just Mario, they're all the same, they're really not. The Mario games are always made very well. So, you know, temper that. The Sonic games are not. The Sonic games, people are like, damn, remember when Knuckles showed up in Sonic 3? And you remember in Sonic 1 and 2 when the music was good? And then that's Sonic. You remember when this shit was fun? Then again, I haven't played Superstars. Maybe it's one of the good ones. The new era of Disney animation is cute and good. Yeah, and it's harkening back to some old stuff. Dude, look at how fun this is. This is great. I'm almost voting for this just because I'm enamored with the art style. Like, there's ways to get this in so much lazier ways, right? But this is controlled. Really wonderful. Anyway, the latest Sonic is not bad. It's fun to play on its own, but if you have an open mics, you're bound to hear so much rage for a fairly cute and simple game. I mean, Party Animals is probably going to win because all the streamers played it for a while. I never really got into the Pikmins. I played some Lemmings back in the day as a kid, but I never did the Pikmin stuff. Usually you could grow Pikmin IRL. You think Mario's gonna win? I mean, if Mario won, that's not an upset. That's not a steal. Probably deserved, you know? I don't know. Anybody who wins this besides Party Animals, good job. Pikmin feels like the odd man out. But I'm like, he's an underdog, I'm pulling for him. I think Pikmin is more popular in Japan than America, but... Ahem. Alright, I think Mario's gonna win anyway, but I love this art so much that I might even click on it. I'm voting with my dollar. Do more of this. Draw more wonderful old school actual comic art like that. Where was that for art direction? It would have won. Best Sim/Strategy, Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. A re-release, huh? Cities Skyline 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem, and on the N-Gage? They're still making games for the N-Gage? Let's go. And then Pikmin. Fire Emblem Colgate? I'm thinking of going Pikmin on this one. What do you guys think? I haven't played any of these, so I think my vote is up for grabs. You think Pikmin sweep? Seems fair. Pikmin yanked me away from Baldur's Gate. Serious 9 out of 10? Alright. Sold. Best sports/racing. This is the same as mobile games. There just aren't any good ones ever. Let's see. Let's see. So, soccer, resident, sleeper. F1 23. I'm assuming this is a car game featuring actual car pilots or whatever, maybe. Forza Motorsport, where you drive spaceships around. Hot Wheels, where you have toys. And then The Crew, where you drive cars. Let's see. No, it's not. Advance Wars, and this is from a die-hard Fire Emblem lover. Oh, shit. Too late. I read that too late. We need a new Twisted Metal. Pick at random and move on. You say this is in good fun. This goes probably for Forza, but you hope it goes to Hot Wheels. To me, I think the worst outcome would be if soccer won. Because fast cars going fast is at least kind of exciting. So, and this shit has, look at the loop-de-loops. Dude, you got the shibbity whoops back there? Alright, Hot Wheels, I'm in. I'm in. You got loop-de-loops. Forza, maybe next year. Put a loop-de-loop in there. Best multiplayer. 5 games with terrible multiplayer. Okay. Baldur's Gate 3, it was cool that they introduced multiplayer and they let you do it. It was cool they let you do it, okay? It wasn't exactly a Neverwinter Nights, where you can build your own. They gave you an editor, they made you the DM, you could create anything you want. It wasn't quite that, but you could play Baldur's Gate with your friends, and maybe that's fun. But man, maybe it's because I have no friends or something and I don't go outside, but tell me if I'm wrong, okay? My take on Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer is they technically implemented it. But, I mean, what do you think about that elevator pitch? Is that what you think, or? Correct. Diablo 4, no, actually. The multiplayer wasn't that good. You group up and go to a dungeon with and the dungeons aren't fun in the game. So yeah, it doesn't have it. Legitimately, I'm not like hating on it. It just didn't have good multiplayer. And the forced MMO stuff went nowhere. They did nothing with it aside from world bosses, which you can solo. So I don't know. If Diablo had a single player self-found option where you don't connect to the internet to play it, it would be like a better game, actually. Party Animals is one of my most hated, probably my most hated game of the year. This is my game of the year for like the hater Olympics. Like, I hated it. I hate all games like this. Street Fighter 6, unironically, is obviously the best it's basically the only real multiplayer game besides Party Animals in this entire fucking list. But you have to understand, okay? Award shows and recognition and stuff like that have a long-standing hatred of fighting games. They hate fighting games more than I hate Party Animals. Fighting games will never get any sort of recognition or respect for any reason unless it's like unless it's owned by the WB. Then they might, but that's it. So I'm voting for Street Fighter. It deserves it. I'm sure fucking Party Animals will win or something like that. Or we'll see how much money Blizzard saved by firing all those employees to see how much they can bribe this. I'm going Street Fighter. Clearly. But it won't win because it's a fighting game and those aren't real games. And they're hated. They're hated by the people in charge. They hate them because it takes skill to play. And that's anathema to their idea of what video games should be about. You should never have to get good or learn or improve. Ever. Press X to watch the next cutscene. Press triangle to skip past 2 hours of gameplay and for $5 so that you can pay not to play the game. That's what they like. Anyway, best adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Something that has almost never been successfully done. This is a tough one. You know, back in the day, it used to be a joke. How many people have seen One Piece or seen the Netflix advertisements for One Piece. And then how many people have, like, read One Piece, or maybe, I guess, watched the show. So, like, right now, it's a joke that every live-action anime adaptation is trash, and always has been. There's essentially never been a live-action anime adaptation that was legitimately good. It seems like it's like possibly impossible or something like that, right? Well, people used to say that about video games. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people said that about video games. They're like, there has never been a good video game or movie adaptation of a video game. And now we're almost getting to the point where it seems like that might be possible. As far as I'm concerned, it hasn't happened yet. Twisted Metal is truly awful. Last of Us is coasting based on Hot Guy from Game of Thrones. If you took him out, everyone would realize the show sucks. Also, The Last of Us sucks. Gran Turismo, what? Driving cars. It wasn't... Yeah, I mean, you might as well. And then Castlevania... Supposedly this was good, right? The Castlevania show? Wasn't that good? The Castlevania anime? Wasn't that shit good, actually? I've seen clips from it. It seemed good. Well, okay, the art style seemed good. I don't know about it besides that, but... The old show is good? Oh, is this a new one? The new one is mid? Damn, it wouldn't be very fair to vote for the mid one just because the good one was good before. Apparently The Last of Us is good. That's what they told me about the video game, and they were wrong there, so I'm just assuming they're wrong about this one too. Jack Black was Bowser. Am I voting for Super Mario because Jack Black was Bowser and he sang the funny song? Then again, Chris Pratt's kind of obnoxious, so I guess I'm gonna vote for Castlevania Mid-Turn wins. Normal people will probably all vote for the hot guy from Game of Thrones show, so which one I voted for doesn't matter at all. Ahem. Most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. I bet everybody ignores this part. Alright, because everything leading up to that is like, which one has the biggest fan base, right? That's essentially what this is. But then they throw the pushing the gaming medium forward. The medium of gaming? Oh, shit. Tekken 8, which looks a hell of a lot like Tekken 7. Are we pushing anything, the gaming medium forward? No. It's just another Tekken. Star Wars? No. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth? You know, they are kind of doing some of that. It's super goofy, though. Hades 2. Roguelikes are not necessarily new still, but... Yeah, Yakuza 157, like a dragon. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They're doing some interesting stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Pushing the medium forward, 4 to 5 sequels, a Star Wars thing. Yeah, I mean, just because you're a sequel doesn't mean you can't be really innovative, right? It usually doesn't, but it doesn't have to. Can we push waifu and husbando technology to its limits? Yeah. So, hey, Harada, I'm sorry. But the game slowed down and my guy didn't hit first, so I'm going elsewhere. I actually think Like a Dragon and all the progression of the Yakuza games are like, they really are pushing the medium forward, but it might not be to a place that we want it to be pushed to. Like, these are essentially massive mini-game simulators, the likes of which we've never seen before. They're like not, they're hard, I mean, they're beat-em-ups, true, but they've been pushing their own medium, even perhaps to their detriment, for busyness sake, I guess. What do you do about this? I don't know anything about Hades 2. I don't care at all about Star Wars. Mario Party like a dragon? Kinda. 7 Rebirth has been doing some infinite stuff, but only boomers care about this. And Maximilian Dude, who is in fact a boomer, so... I'm gonna give it to Like a Dragon. They have pushed the gaming medium forward, it just might not be to a place that we want. Content Creator of the Year for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community of video games. Tungsten Rat. And then 4 Literal Who. Well, I talked about this in Discord. Iron Mouse is like a kind of a powerhouse talent as far as streaming is concerned, like the presence. Just really good at it, you know? But if I'm thinking about all the stuff that would make somebody want to watch her, like the singing, the just chatting, the going on virtual, like Disney World shit with Connor in Japan, the charity events. Like when I'm thinking, she is playing video games like all the time, sure, but it feels more like about her necessarily than the games. So I don't know if she quite deserves to be like video game content creator of the year. You know what I mean? Then again, all these other people, who the fuck? All right, Iron Mouse. Donate to the IDF, folks. No Heywoah rigged. Yeah, that would be best up and coming, or rather, best no longer even really up and coming, just plateaued at 100. Streamer. Best streamer who has a hat that says big on it. I might not even get that one. How is avoiding the puddle not on this list? Literally rigged. Yeah. Now that's a video game streamer. Let me tell you something. Best esports game, 0 fighting games. I told you they hate it. They can't stand it when a fighting game is good or exists. They hate it. How's Counter-Strike 2? I heard that a bunch of people had problems with Counter-Strike 2. People play PUBG competitively. Look again. PUBG Mobile. Best esports game on your fucking phone? Get out of here. Unbelievable.
Wind up in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Hey, just a bit outside. Couldn't put Street Fighter 6 on there. Had to put a phone version of a game no one takes seriously competitive. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Esports, huh? Esports. Dude, do you remember watching PUBG Mobile Live, dude? And the 2 guys on stage, and each of them had their phone in their hand. They're just doing this, and everyone, yeah, let's go. And then they're like capturing the phone, and it's like in portrait. It's in like portrait mode on the big screen. Holy shit, that was hype. And then the winner who did this, you know, they got like $17 million because some oil company just pays for PUBG stuff. So Valorant is surprisingly boring to watch for me. It's actually like a more boring version of Overwatch. So you're out. You are boring to watch. PUBG Mobile, lol. League of Legends. I strongly dislike this game and its community. And it's also boring to watch. The difference between watching this and being bored and watching this and being bored is that in this one, you have two professional, like, they could be real sports announcers on Fox talking to 5 million people. They're that quality, right? But they're talking about a boring ass game, and so they're just like screaming and yelling and explaining what's going on like they're John Madden, and the game is so boring to watch that it still doesn't save it. Dota 2. It's the same as League of Legends, except their community gets really mad when you say that. Because Dota was the first one, you know, and League stole their shit. And then Counter-Strike 2, I've heard a lot of people complain about. I don't have a dog in this race. The real winner isn't here, so I'm gonna vote for Counter-Strike because I like Gaben and all these other games are trash. Best esports athlete? And we're getting a lot of oxymorons today. Esports athlete, huh? I mean, they all look pretty athletic, let's be honest. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and and conduct in 2023, irrespective of game. All right? And conduct. Where's JDCR? Where's Arslan Ash? Where's Mena RD, dude? Or if you live in the Midwest and you saw his name for the first time, Menard, because that's how I read it the first time I saw it. I'm like, hey, I'm from Wisconsin. Who's this Menard guy? You know, like the hardware store. Where's Punk the God in third place? Like always, got him. The RD stands for really Dominican. Yeah, I think it might. Where's Mike the Boss Ross? I mean Mike Ross. Yeah. Dude, somebody called him Menu RD, and it is it is stuck in my head forever. And he saves big money. It was almost certainly on a ATP stream. And someone donated and called him fucking Menu RD, and I lost it. Okay, Lee Faker saying, I've heard of that guy. Ziwu. Some Valorant guy, that game sucks. Manny Pacquiao, Hydra, call it Call of Duty, that game sucks. Ruler, the league sucks. And Philip Imperial Dozen. I'm gonna vote for the most South Korean looking guy, and it's a tie. But this guy, good use of chin and good use of color. Look at that. My man is just stepped out of a portal to hell, and so I will click on you. We're the only one who had their picture taken like a headshot. Good work. Best esports team. The one that won't be dissolving in 2 months. Because it turns out esports don't actually make any money. Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaiman Gladiators, JD Gaiman, Team Vitality. I will judge you based on how dumb your name is and the outfits of your players. So these, you lose. Too boring, just blue. Boring. Nice flames. Yo, actually, the glasses guy with the fucking thumbs up, dude, you win a trophy, and he gives the tiniest thumbs up ever. All right, that's actually funny. Good glasses. And this yellow's pretty good. I like the fist, the Tiger Woods. Yes, Some big bear dude in the background just roaring. Oh, but their pants are dumb. They're wearing like cycling pants. That's stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Evil Geniuses. I love the thumbs up. This is good. And he's hover handing his own trophy. You're in. You win. Evil Geniuses. Get him in here. Best esports coach. Dude, this looks like a still from a South Korean rom-com where he's about to jump out a window and then his childhood friend stops him from doing so, and then it becomes a joke later. This guy looks like this is a real coach. This is also a real coach. He's got the headset. Too bald. No headset, but did win a trophy. So this coach confirmed to have won a trophy. And this guy's like Sado Mubi or something like that star. I like this guy. Damn, it's between coach who has proven to have won something, big coach, and Korean film star. I'm gonna go for a Korean film star. This is just, yeah, it's too good. Really close though, coach who actually won something and big coach. Too bald. Best esports event. Recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best of class experience or for participants and the broadcast or revenue. Where's Evo? It's Evo. Let's see. League, Blast TV, Paris, the International Dota Champions, Valorant. It's Evo. Evo will not win ever, but we do what we must. We do what we must. Keep voting. Keep going. You've reached the edge. It's over. We did it. Big. Ahem. You went to Evo this year? Was super fun? Nice, dude. Evo this year was great. I thought they didn't consider fighting games esports. I'm surprised to have seen Evo there. Maybe this is it. This is the day everything changes. No announcer awards? Sajam in shambles? Dude, oh no. Who else could it be, though? Sajam in shambles. Look, I was gonna do the name another white guy, but I'll spare him this one time. No, James Chen. Did he? I don't think he did it this year. Imagine Obama. Not Delicious Steven. Not Tasty Steve. Oh, he was... Okay, so he just wasn't top 8. I must have been only watching T8 then. Tasty Steve versus Sajam is like asking if you like food or water. Yeah, and the obvious choice is Sajam. Look, I like a hype guy as much as anybody else. But I generally like the other guy. When there's hype guy plus other guy, I usually always like the other guy. The only hype guy who I like more than anyone is IFC Yipes. Yipes is the king of both. He can do both. And sometimes he starts rapping. And it's fucking great.